Hello. Hey everybody. How's it going? How we doing? Let's see who's here. Hi Ash. Hi Odessa. How you guys doing today? I I had a pretty lazy today. I didn't have any I didn't have to go to work today. So I got to sleep in late, which was really nice. Hey Aster, how's it going? It's going good. How's your day been? Yeah, I just kinda stayed home and made some clips of VOD for Twitch. I actually slept last night, so I'm not as EP. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you got some sleep. Hi, Wolfie. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Pretty lazy, pretty princess day in your princess tower? I don't live in the tower. I live in the basement. Thank you. And you know where you live? You know where you live? You live in jail. Congrats. Just woke up a little while ago. That's good. I hope you got some good sleep. I have a chocolate chip cookie here today. And I also have this bag of mochi snack bites. Tamari teriyaki snack bites. I don't know. They looked interesting. So I got them. Hey villain. Hello, welcome on in. How you doing, villain? You chilling? First person I've seen today. Me? Wow. How horrifying for my face to be the first one you've seen all day. Yeah, I'm chilling like a villain. Nice. Nice. Who knows how the day will go, the day that villain is not chilling like a villain. That could only mark the end of the world as we know it. I'm debating whether I need to turn down this music for me. I also have copious amounts of candy, as always. Actually, what I did, I was trying to remember what I did today. And I did, in fact, play Peak solo. But I did not get through the second biome. I tried twice, and I'm just really bad at getting through the second biome. I don't know what it is about it. I'm just not good at it. I did get a couple of achievements. I was like, I'm gonna try and get some achievements so I can get more unlockables. So I ate 5 different berries, which gets you an achievement. And I also got the Scoutmaster's Bugle, so I did summon the Scoutmaster and then ran away from him. So I got an achievement for that. But I thought I was gonna get 2 achievements, because there's like meet the Scoutmaster, and then I think there's survive the Scoutmaster. And I think maybe I had to let him throw me around a bit to get the survive the Scoutmaster one. I managed to run away from him, that he didn't even get close to me at all. Funnily enough, you are more often than not the first person I see. Wow. Is it like shock therapy? You're like, I need to see the face of my jailer to really shock me awake every day. Is that how it works for you? If it's not you, it's what you call it. Nice, nice. You can either have the face of your jailer or the face of someone who is probably much nicer than your jailer. Chilling like a villain means I ain't committing villainy today. I see, I see. No banks to rob today. I see, I see. Maybe you'll rob him another day. I still have a bit of a cough. It does make me wonder if I am getting actually sick. Last night, during last night's stream, towards the end of stream, it was getting a little worse. I kept having to mute because I was like, oh no. But hopefully it'll be okay. I was thinking of having some of my throat coat tea with stream, and then I forgot about it until just now. So maybe if my throat's feeling bad during the next ad break, I'll go grab some. Saving up for the big one? Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. The big crime. The big act of villainy. Nonsense, you're perfectly fine to wake up to. No, I don't. I don't strike fear into your heart as you wake up every morning. That's so sad. But thanks for joining us on your mornings. Too small? Okay. You know what? Have you had breakfast yet? I don't think you've had breakfast yet. So here, let me be nice and give you a complimentary breakfast. Here you go. Too tomboy. Here, everyone can have some breakfast. Complimentary breakfast. Have some. Tomboys don't strike fear into your heart. Only feminine women. Is that what it is? only mommy streamers? Is that who strike fear in your heart? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna take a bite of this cookie. They're from the store. I think my brother's friends got them for him. Never seen one? Is that because you're too afraid to watch them? Is that why? I'm kidding. Well, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I did today. Not really. Not really. Mommy Magius, your alt universe self. See, that's the true evil twin. Because that would be terrifying. That'd be like, what the fuck? Who is that? It takes a very particular type of woman to strike fear. Maybe one day we will discover the woman who can strike fear into Ash's heart. Anyway, we should switch. We can still chit chat while we draw. So let's switch over to the drawing screen. I know words. Let me move myself down here. Today, I wasn't sure what we were gonna work on today, but then a lovely person by the name of Wolfie, who we've never heard of here before, wanted me to make a cool little PNG tuber for her. So I have references drawn up here. I like Mally. Oh, like Mally. Probably the woman I love most. But wait a damn minute. What do you mean? You clicked the thing that said I could work on it on stream, so we're drawing it today. Congrats. I did. Is that a oh yeah I did, or is that a I did question mark? But I think you do it. Why? I had an art stream today. Anyway, that's what we're drawing today. Will be so pretty in that art. Yeah, I think these were both drawn by Bree. We got that one. And then we have the pose reference too. There will not be a knife in it, but it's there. It's so fun when I'm cackling. Surprise, it's you. Listen, she has threatened to murder me and she lives in Australia. That's a valid reason if it did. That's true. She's got the location. We love Wolfie art here. Hell yeah. So we're doing one in the style of the ones that I did for Hobo and Barry. The little like chibi one. You can see here that Barry's is kind of smaller than Hobo's. I think it's just because Barry's has the big ol' ears. There could be a knife. You never know. That's true. Dog bone instead of a knife? No, if you look... Let me move this. If you look right here, there is indeed a knife right there. So, I think knife is canon to some extent. Where am I putting this cookie? It's in my elbow area. It needs to be slightly out of my elbow area. I need to clean my desk. I think that every day. And then every day I ignore it. Photoshop, why do you always send the screen flying? Alright. Let me grab this. Put that there. Since there's no knife, I gotta figure out what to do with the other hand. But we'll figure out in a second. Bam, bam, bam. I gotta decide what I want to listen to. I just kind of have it on shuffle right now. But obviously this is a good song. Why wouldn't it be a good song? Who doesn't want a female cover of Meant to Be Yours? We gotta do this with chibi proportions. Running either this hand could go like here, or we could kind of have it here and like just sort of resting, and then when she talks it could go more like this. Are you doing music, Rex? Yeah, you can suggest stuff. We gotta count for the ears too. Let me grab this one and move this one here. Move that one up there. There we go. Now we have them both. Meant to be mine. I like the hand moving up and down like that. Nice. Okay, we will do that. And up and down. Okay, just a very quick note to myself. Digital Hallucination by Oreo? Oh, I don't think I've heard that Oreo song. What is that for? Like a game? Digital. Oh, it is a The Amazing Digital Circus song. I see, I see. Hunger Like the Wolf by Duran Duran? Sure. Hunger like the wolf. Hungry like the wolf. I answer. Please don't kill me. Okay, kill you, bug. Listen, songs with wolf in the title are cool. What is the exact pose the sand is gonna do? We'll figure out the general posing and then we'll add that in. Bark at the Moon by Ozzy? Bark? Not back. Bark at the Moon. Sure. Speaking of The Amazing Digital Circus, have any of you guys been keeping up with it? I watched the most recent episode recently. The 6th one. I liked it. I liked the part. Well, I won't say spoilers. I like the part where one character beat up another character. We'll say that. I still need to watch The Amazing Circus. It's good. I like it a lot. And it's gonna be like a short series. I think there's just gonna be like 9 episodes. I know Duran Duran, Ordinary World is one of my favorite songs. I feel like I've heard of them, but I don't know if I can put any of their songs into my brain. Like, recall them. I quite enjoyed the most recent episode. Yeah, I liked it. It was good. I wasn't expecting the dynamic between Zubul and Gangle, but I quite like it. They're pretty cute. I could request Land Down Under by Men at Work. Just mess with it. I heard that song? I don't know. Good character development? Yeah, it was good. It was good. I'm really curious what the next episodes are going to be about. Because I think a while ago, the creator, Gooseworks, mentioned what character would get focused on in each episode. And now we've gotten to the episodes where they were like, to be announced, or you'll find out when you watch it. I feel like Kane is gonna snap and do something. Also, I'm glad we have this reference because it helps me understand the like headband thing going on better. But we'll get the pose down first, and then we'll figure out the rest. I've been expecting them to become friends for some time. I'm surprised they've been in the circus for this long without... Oh. You been expecting, which two to become friends? Kane is going to snap on Zubul one day. I work for them to shim push him so far. Yeah, I feel like Zubul's really been pushing Kane's buttons. He's gonna stop caring about them at some point. Zubul and Gangle, yeah. Because they did have the episode where Gangle, or Zubul gave Gangle that mask. And I feel like they have some similar insecurities. So it's been really nice to see them bond. I feel like the creators said that there isn't really going to be any romance in the show, so I'm not really expecting any like confirmed couples. But I could have also remembered that completely incorrectly. We have like the headband thing. Let me look at this one more. Okay. While I like blossoming lesbians, I don't think it's necessary. Gooseworks did say that, yes. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any like confirmed couples, but there could be, you know, some characters with good chemistry. And it does seem like they're becoming at least good friends. I think on the final episode, the two will promise to find each other. Oh, that'd be cute. I am really curious how it's gonna end. Because I feel like they'll probably, you know, escape back to their human lives. But I feel like it would be unlikely for us to see their human forms. I feel like the creator wouldn't want to give them, like, canon forms. You know? I just feel like it's not the kind of show where they would give them human form, or canon human forms at the end. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I think it'll just be hinted at. Yeah, that's what I feel like. There's also the theory that, like, they are not actually the real versions of themselves. It's more like a copy of their minds that have been uploaded. Which I feel like could be possible, but I don't think they're gonna go that route. I hope King gets a happy ending too. Yeah, I hope so. 'Cause he's not like... he doesn't really feel like a villain so far. And I wouldn't want him to just be a straight up villain. He is technically based off of, what's his name? Am from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. But I think he's supposed to be like a non-malicious version of Am. Is that his name? The supercomputer that killed all humanity and then tortured 5 humans for hundreds of years. I've heard that theory, though that theory would be a sad ending, I feel. Yeah, I don't feel like that's what they're going towards. But I think if they did, they could do it in an interesting way. That's my favorite short horror story. I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Yeah, it's an interesting one. There is actually a game based on the short story. And I believe the author of the short story helped work on the game. I think he actually voiced the supercomputer because he was like, I need to do the voice so I can properly communicate how much this computer hates humanity. And honestly, he did a really good job. Hi, Changeling. Hello, welcome on in. Hope you're doing good today. I know I own it on Steam. Oh, nice. Have you played it? I heard it's like really messed up, which makes sense because it is a very messed up horror story. I don't know if I'd ever be interested in playing it, but I know it exists. I Am is certainly a fascinating character. Yeah. I don't know if it's supposed to be pronounced AM or Am. I feel like if he was in front of me and I asked him, he'd be like, I'm gonna kill you, and then he'd kill me. You know, I've had it since 2018 and haven't opened it yet. That's valid. I have many games I haven't played. And that one... that one's pretty dark and heavy, so... I don't think it's one you just pop open and casually play for a while. Am is an Am. Okay, that's what I figured. For a second, I was like, what is this song? I don't remember putting it in my playlist, and then I remembered that I was taking viewer suggestions. And this hate speech, he says, Am. Oh, that's right, he does. I have heard that speech. Okay. I just had that moment of like, wait, do I know this thing, or am I stupid? I asked her how goes stream so far. I'd fallen asleep. Been a good day. Glad you got some good sleep. Stream's going well. We are, I am working on a commission for Wolfie. We're making a little PNG tuber. I don't like how the shape of this face is looking right now. It looks off. It's okay, I will adjust it. The hate speech and hate speech are two very different things. That's true. I know what you mean. It's his hate monologue. His "this is why I hate humans" speech. I feel like maybe it should actually go more like this. Gotta make sure these are chibi proportions. Ow! We howling. Do I want to listen to this song? Sure, we can listen to this song. Has so cool to see you drawing Wolfie. When I join stream, we'll be drawing along as well. Nice, nice. Happy when people can co-work alongside me. What you drawing? Or is it a secret? The thing about drawing hair on a character is sometimes you can use it to kind of fudge the shape of the skull. So when you're drawing a character without hair, that means you can no longer do that, and you have to actually figure out the shape of the skull. Let's see if we had... I think maybe drawing in a ear for a second will help. Ordinary World by Duran Duran. Ordinary World. Duran Duran. Don't Pay the Ferryman. Alright, they've been added. Let me throw something in there. What am I throwing in there? This one. I don't think I like the way I drew that hand. Oh, thank you for the head pat, Odessa. Shall stimulate my brain power, so I will become an expert at anatomy. Master Magius, master of the human body. Exactly, exactly. I've studied human anatomy so many times. I'm just an expert. No one is better at than I, of course. Flip this back. Alright, let's do... She knows her from all the people she dissected. Exactly. Exactly. That's how it works. Let me look at this ref a little bit more. I'm on the wrong layer. Love this piece already. Thank you. I think it's going pretty well so far. Once I get the anatomy how I like it, then we can put in more of the clothes. Hmm. Trying to look at my hand in this position. Do not pay the ferryman until after the service is completed. Are the ears part of the headphones? I'll never tell. They kind of look attached to the headphones in this ref. Though, in this ref they look kind of attached, but in this ref they look a little different. So, I will try my best, and then Wolfie can be like, change that, and I'll be like, yes ma'am. Because that's how commissions work. I assumed Wolfie was a wolf girl. No, I think Wolfie is like a frog girl, you know? That's why she's named Wolfie. I DM'd. Alright, let me see. I gotcha. Need another bite of my cookie. Okay. We got this fluffy headband thing. Kind of zigzag shaped. Let's do... There we go. Oh, hey Riaz, welcome on in. How's it going? Having a good day? It's alright, I'm tired. That's very valid. I hope you can get some good eep tonight. Maybe I should have drawn this on a separate layer. Oh well. You'd be like that. We drawing Wolfie today? Yes, we are drawing a commission for Wolfie. A little PNG tuber for the wolf. Well, thank you for the stretch and hydrate. Alright, it's art stream, so we must do wrist stretches. Ow. fucking love this song. And now we stretch downward. Must save too. That is true. I will do that in just a second when I'm done with the stretch. Everything I ain't. I could be a martyr. I could be a saint. Nope, saint. Not saint. I know the lyrics, but not in the correct order. I have saved, and now I will take my hydrate. Where did my cloak go? I've been robbed. You dare to rob me? Where are you? Oh, I still have bombs. You know what? Have some. Eat them. They're delicious. Those two games are collabing. Oh, Monster Hunter Wilds and FF14. Interesting. I don't know anything about either game. But I hope you have fun. Just jumped over Aster. Yes, farewell. Go flying. Let's see. We got a little thing here. And there's one kind of goes here. Still waiting on the FF14 stream. You'll probably be waiting a very long time, perhaps forever. We'll see if I ever play it. Little knife thingies. I'll probably adjust these more later, but I'll just put them in for now. Should I make this face more round? On the Chibi PNG tube where I drew for Wolf or for Hobo, she just has like the round face, but then for Bree I drew a chin. So now it's like, what do I do for each one? I'll play Kingdom Hearts 4 more that happens. Oh, Kingdom Hearts 4, when will you come out? And give us another scene of Elsa singing an entire song for 3 minutes uninterrupted. Let's see, would any of this kind of pop out here maybe a little bit? Maybe not. They had to do that in exchange for the Pixar worlds. They're like, we want Woody. So Disney was like, let it go in the game. Aster plays FF14 with Wolfie for Wolfie's birthday. Look, the most likely way I will play that game is probably if my friends bully me into it, which they have been doing for a while, and it still doesn't work. So we'll see how long it takes. To be fair, they were mainly telling me about it before I had my PC. And now I do have a PC. Let's do a little tie. I'm in the same boat. One again, playing FF14 feels like it may not happen. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot going on. And I've never really gotten into MMOs, so I'm not used to playing them. You know me. I love playing single player story focused games. But I also like to play with my friends. Hence my newfound peak addiction. I unfortunately play FF like a crazy person. Hey, if you enjoy it, that's great. Play what you like to play. Speaking of single player story focused games, here's an Omori fan song. Because I've been leveling up all the classes to the cap for the expansion before moving on. Oh wow. Fucking insane. Peak addiction for real. It's just really fun. Even if I'm not good at it. I was hoping to get to the 3rd biome today so I could find the capybaras again and use the bugle, because that's how you get the achievement. The capybara achievement, which I think gives you the crab hat. But alas, I am very bad at the 2nd biome. FF14 and Warframe are my online game recommendations. They're definitely two of the best. Well, I did try Warframe, and I felt very overwhelmed, which is how I feel when I look at MMOs. But maybe someday. Cool, that's how you get that hat? I think that is how you got the crab hat. I looked it up, and that's what it told me, and unless I remembered it wrong, because sometimes I do that, that should be how you do it. I was looking at a whole list of the achievements and how you unlock all the cosmetics, and some of them I was like, how do you expect me to do that? One of them was like, get to the peak in an hour. I'm like, an hour? I'm like, you're lucky if I get through the 2nd biome. The first 2 biomes in an hour. I have a level 54 Dragoon. Ooh, cool. Warframe is very overwhelming at the beginning. Yeah. FF14 lets you do solo stuff for the most part since they fixed the dungeons. Okay. That sounds a little easier for me to get into. Let's see. Boop, boop. Oh, we have these, like, oh my god. These straps. Put those there. These ones here. And then there's a strap through the middle. I don't like the way this strap looks. Yeah, you just do MSQ in the dungeons by yourself. I gotcha. Feels like a goal. I need to play FF14 on stream because I bet once I get into it, I'll have fun. That's the other thing. If I do end up liking it, I probably will become addicted to it. Like, I'm currently addicted to Peak and Fields of Mystria. Didn't they just reboot the story again? Did they? Not reboot, but new story. Okay. I pick it back up next year. This year I'm picking up Warframe again, then Anthem. Anthem. Do I know Anthem? I want to be there for Anthem's final days next year as well as try to finish the ending game stuff. Oh, is it like... Are they like ending the service or not doing any more updates? After next year? The only thing about this pose is that technically you're supposed to be like on a table, but I'm not adding like a table thing here. So Wolfie's own arms are just kind of floating. But you know, you can stand like that if you want. No one can tell you how to live your life. It looked really cute at like the bottom of the screen. Should I have them line up then? So it'll fit like perfectly at the bottom? Anthem was one of... Oh, let me allow that. Anthem was one of EA's fuck-ups when they stuck their worthless opinion in the business of another company and forced them to make bad financial decisions. Oh... I see. It feels like there's a lot of lore there. That is unfortunate when a bigger company screws over a good idea. Anthem was BioWare magic breaking. You're famous for doing this. I'm not surprised. I'm never surprised when the people at the top ruin what the actual people working on games are trying to do. EA gave them all the time. Anthem falling really was on BioWare. I see. Let me look up Anthem. Have I seen this game before? Anthem. I should put an Anthem game so it doesn't just tell me the dictionary definition. Anthem is an online multiplayer action role-playing game developed by BioWare and published by Electronic Arts. Okay. I see. Okay. Interesting. Seven-year dev time with no real plan is the Iron Man game? Oh. I don't think calling it the Iron Man game would help me, because I don't know if I've seen this, honestly. But I see what you mean by Iron Man game. Or in the ad break. Anthem was supposed to be a normal game, not an online game. EA forced them to. Same with Veilguard. EA initially forced them to make an online game. Oh, that's unfortunate. Like, online games can be fun, but it can be... Not every game should be that. Like, it was a loot game, but the way the backend worked, all the numbers were fake. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'll make them kind of line up, even if it's faking the anatomy a little bit. Strongest weapon in the game was your starting rifle with no gear. Ooh. That doesn't sound like it was well balanced. Yikes. These big publishers keep chasing these online service cash cows without understanding gamers' feelings. Yeah, they only care about the money. But like, if you want, you gotta make a fun game, a good game, if you want people to spend money on it. There are plenty of non-online games that have gotten lots of money and been very successful. Refer to EA, BioWare was stupid enough to deal with them. I feel like there's a lot of video game company lore I'm not super aware of. Problem also was that too many companies all wanted to release multiple online services all at once. I gotcha. They're all chasing the same thing. I'd argue the legendary equipment is much better than the starting gear, especially in reference to the doohickeys. The doohickeys? And BioWare burned a lot of things with Mass Effect 3 and Andromeda. Oh yeah, didn't people not like the endings of those games or something? I feel like this needs to curve a little bit more, but I'll figure that out later. You know, I really should have drawn this hand on a separate layer because it's going to go up for the talking sprite. But that's fine. I'll probably end up doing another sketch to clean things up even more. Let's see. The way the damage numbers worked initially was based off item level average rounded out. The more gear you had, less than the amount you dealt to foes. Oh! That's weird. What the heck? Yes, Andromeda was certainly something. Then Veilguard came along, Dragon Age's version. Okay. See, I mainly play, like, Nintendo games or indie games on Steam. So these are all games that I don't know a ton about. I draw the ears like this one or more like this one? I remember when BioWare made good RPGs like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and Jade Empire. Oh. Veilguard had one heck of a development path, hence why everyone was calling for a remaster of them. In the same boat, mostly play Nintendo games or indie games. Yeah. Though there are games on other consoles that sound good. Maybe one day I will play a not a BioWare, what's it called? Oh my god, why did I forget it? The one with the big daddies and the little sisters. What's that one called again? BioShock. People that made those games left the studio. Oh, you have to get ROMs for those games. Okay. Fun fact, the Steam version of Jade Empire doesn't work at all. That's unfortunate. BioShock 1 and 2. Yeah. Those look kind of interesting. Maybe one day. Now that I do have a PC, if things are on Steam, I can try them. I was watching a YouTuber who was talking about that the other day. All these legendary copies no longer have the devs that made them legendary. That is unfortunate. Like, I'm sure there's lots of talented devs out there, but sometimes you just can't get the same magic when you don't have the same team. Studios. How bad did I spell it? Who knows? Who knows? Esther playing Bioshock would be fun. Would be fun. I feel like usually I don't play a lot of like first-person games, honestly. But I'd be down to try it sometime. But we already have so many games I've already bought. We gotta play Undertale. You know what? Maybe we'd play Portal 1 and Portal 2. We gotta finish the Strange Man series. It's like Disco Elysium. No one is gonna be able to capture that lightning in the bottle again. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta play that game too, though I don't think I bought it yet. So. Though I don't know if I played on stream just because it seems very, very long. Need to get back to Disco. I got distracted from it. So you have like 4 games I haven't played yet on Steam. Oh, only 4. There are games on there that I don't even remember buying, and I'm like, how did you end up on my Steam library? When did I buy Amnesia: The Dark Descent? Did you and Wolfie ever finish the co-op in Portal 2? We did. And I think both of the VODs should be up on YouTube. I'm a little behind on VODs, but I think those ones have been up for a bit. You'd have fun with it, Aster? Yeah, I think I would like the game. The debate is just whether or not to play it on stream. Because it sounds very good, but it also sounds like it's very long and has a lot of dialogue. Which might not always be the best for stream. But if I'm having fun, then it's all good. If we're all enjoying it, then it's all good. I think you bought that to terrorize Barry with? Bought what? I've only recently started getting games on Steam again. I gotcha. I support terrorizing Barry. It is voice acted? Oh, it has voice acting. Okay. Well, that means then there's less that I have to read. Which I'm not against reading stuff and doing silly voices, of course. But sometimes when it's too much, that's all I say. So you'd be fine. That was Disco's only downside before? Okay. Did it not have voice acting before? Out of the 146 games I own on Steam, I've only played a handful of games. I played a good amount. I think the other day I saw someone say there was a statistic about the average Steam user has only played a certain percentage of their games. And I was like, well, I've definitely played a higher percentage of that. And then I started going through my Steam library and I was like, oh, well, I haven't played this game. Well, I haven't played this one. Oh, no, I haven't played that one. And I haven't played that one either. And I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. And I was trying to justify it being like, well, this one's a free game, so it doesn't count. The VA work in that is on par with Darkest Dungeon with how good it sounds. I don't know anything about Darkest Dungeon, but I'll assume it's a good thing. It didn't until the full release on consoles. Oh, okay. Interesting. I played bugger all of my Steam games. So I played a good amount of them, but there's more. There is still a good chunk that I haven't played. So I have to look through it every once in a while and be like, we could play this on stream. Okay, is this like a watch here? What is this? See, here it's just kind of a strap, but here it looks like, oh, there is the knife. The knife is on the little one. I've never noticed that. Alright, well, knife will be here then. I'm trying to think of a game you would have played that had a good VA in it. See, that's the thing. I don't play a lot of games that have voice actors in them. I play little indie games that go beep, 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 beep. Or Nintendo games that go yeah, Winnie, Wane. Or let's see. We will draw the straps here. I feel like you'd probably end up slicing yourself if you carried a knife like this. In real life. I share my Steam library with my nephew, so I'll never play Murder Cupcakes with knives. But Odessa, why wouldn't you want to play Murder Cupcakes with knives? It's game of the year. Monster Hunter's getting FF14 stuff. Oh, okay. To stab chat with. Yeah, exactly. Why else would you have a knife? Hold on, I'll go find the Darkest Dungeon intro video for you to listen to. Let's see, what games with voice acting have I played? I mean, technically I've watched my friends play the Life is Strange games. Some of them. And I did play Lost Records, which was made by the people who made Life is Strange. That have voice acting in it. We played Yakuza, but that had Japanese voice acting. I've also played A Hat in Time, which does have voice acting, but some people... I feel like some people consider it bad voice acting, but I think it's just silly over-the-top voice acting, which suits the game. Honestly, I love the conductor's voice acting in that game. It's hilarious. I posted in the gaming chat in the Discord. Darkest Dendro intro scene. Did I say Darkest Dendro? I did, didn't I? Okay, thank you. I have to check that out later. I've played The Longest Dark. The Long Dark. That has voice acting. I played Portal. That has voice acting. Careful, it might be below. Are you gonna play Yakuza 0 in English or Japanese? I prefer playing in the Japanese. I've seen some videos of the English voice acting and it just throws me off because I feel like it feels like such a Japanese game. But maybe we'll check out the English voice acting just to see how it goes. Okay, and then we got like some kind of tattoo over here. I'm just gonna draw some squigglies for now. I'll probably make them better later, but if I don't put them in the sketch, I might forget about them. I love Matt Mercer, but he doesn't make a good Majima. I think I have heard his voice. I don't know, like, I don't think he does a bad job, but, like, I don't know, it just feels very surreal to hear them speaking in English. I'm like, what are you doing? What is going on? Okay, you know what? The VA work in Disco is on par with GLaDOS and Portal 2. That would be comparison. There you go. See, now I understand. Now I've reached enlightenment. All has been revealed to me. I also played Oxenfree. That had voice acting in it, and I wasn't expecting it to. And then it didn't have the subtitles turned on when I started playing the game. So I was scrambling to figure out how to turn the subtitles on while a character kept talking, so I completely missed what he said. He was the main character's best friend, and he was talking about a girl he liked, but I completely missed it. So I actually spent the game thinking he was like the gay best friend, and I did not get him together with the girl he liked. See, what else do I need to do here? I should probably figure out the talking pose. So speaking of Oxenfree, we could probably play that too, because I've only played it once, and I'd like to replay it. And I think there are other endings. Everyone on Yakuza is gay except Haruka and Kiryu. Kiryu's not gay. Kiryu doesn't love men. What's Oxenfree about? Oxenfree is about these like teenagers go to this like abandoned haunted island to just kind of goof off and have a little party, and then it turns out that there are like ghosts haunting it, and they have to, the main character Alex, who you play as, has to like figure out a way to save her friends and get off the island. And one of the big things is you have this like radio you find, and you have to tune it to kind of tune into what the ghosts are saying. It's really interesting. He loves women in Majima. Okay, so he's bi. Or he has his one exception. Let's see. Maybe I'll do the headphones kind of looking like these ones. Because on the Chibi model, they're less detailed. But I can try to add detail to them. Let me see, do I want to add anything to the music list? I don't know which version of this song is the one that I want. So I'm just gonna go for this one. Does Majima really count as a man? Majima doesn't count as a man. He's considered an anomaly. His gender is Majima. This is true. Majima is Majima. So, you know, who knows what your sexuality is if you're attracted to Majima. Majima sexual. Propaganda. Propaganda. I think Crusher P said this song was going to be part of a series, and then I don't think they ever released any other songs relating to this song. And it's been like multiple years. I don't know if they've really released any music in a long time, honestly. Majima is Majima. Yeah, exactly. Majima is Majima, Nimona is Mona. That's how it works. keep forgetting about my cookie. Quokka. Let me copy this and then I can try doing it different here. Then there's like this fuzziness on the outside. I cursed you to forget about your cookies. It's a singular cookie. That's why your curse didn't work. Because I remembered after a while. Propaganda. I think we just have one more week until we start Undertale. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. So I have to decide what we do next week. It worked temporarily. Yeah. Only temporarily until I remembered that I have only one cookie and not multiples. Because let's see, next week I'm hoping to do a birthday collab. I was debating whether to do it the week before my birthday or the week after my birthday, because my birthday's on Saturday. But I finally got my work schedule for both weeks, and the one after my birthday is actually worse for doing collabs. Neither week was particularly great, but hopefully it will align with some friends' schedules. So excited for the birthday collab. Yeah. Hopefully I can get a good amount of friends to come hang. But you know, it all depends on people's schedules. But even if it just ends up being like a short stream, that'll still be fun. Is this, should it be more shaped like that maybe? Dame no. Fuck Amita, yeah. I pulled it up and there was like a bajillion different versions and I was like, well, hopefully this is Studios version. I feel like there might have been a version with Haruka in it. At least I had a picture of her on it. Okay, and then here... Okay, so it kind of looks like... It's like... Like that? Oh, it's the Saejima version still good though? Okay. Close enough. It's somebody. Trying to understand how this headgear works. I might just go back to this version. I feel like this is making more sense. Let's see, what else do I want to do here? Dame yo, dame nano yo. Okay, looks like on this hand, there's also a glove, but it goes all the way. Okay. The idea of a birthday week was brought out when talking to Cayenne about planning their birthday stream. That way folks don't miss everything and can pace out a few things. That's true, that's true. The main thing I was trying to plan with everyone was a Peak collab. But I could do other things too. I know we were gonna do draw Pokemon from memory as like a 150 followers thing. But I was considering doing it for like a birthday stream as well. Because honestly, there's like over 1,000 Pokemon. So we could do many draw Pokemon from memory streams. And there's other things you can draw from memory too, not just Pokemon. So, but my main focus was to figure out the Peak collab because that depends on other people's schedules. And then once I figure out that, I can plan other stuff around it. Will it both of those? Yeah, I think it'd be fun. If I do that, I'll probably make something in the Discord where people can leave Pokemon suggestions in case they can't make it to the stream. And that way we can still do those. Although the week after my birthday, I might only be able to do 2 streams, honestly. Just based on my work schedule, but we'll see. Astra, I'm so pleased. You liking it? Can you, Photoshop, can you please stop flying away? I think this ear needs to be adjusted, but I'll figure it out. I'm glad you're liking it so far. Well, I just realized the different headphones are on this one. That's fine, I can combine those. I really like it so far. Yay! Okay, I'll probably start working on the other pose too. But I might... Well, I'll just have to remember that I want those headphones. I can probably do that, and then do this, and then go down. And no, don't do that. Photoshop. Then we'll erase everything else, honestly. Aiwo watashi ni. This is the song where she says Aiwo 5,000 times. There we go. Why did I do that? Okay, and then I'm gonna have this hand. Maybe I'll make it a different color. Make it easier to distinguish. very small. Oh yeah, I didn't watch the full trailer, but it looks like Cult of the Lamb is coming out with like a story extension DLC. Because I think most of their DLCs have been like cosmetics so far. But I think this one like adds on to the story. I didn't watch the full trailer, but I saw it briefly while I was setting up for stream. Saw that on Blue Sky. I've been wondering when that would come out. Yeah, I'm assuming there was a release date in the trailer. That sounds cool. I know we haven't beaten the main story yet, but maybe we'll do that eventually. That's awesome. Looking forward to playing again. Yeah, it's fun. I think just one thing I wish is that on stream, if someone's character died, they could just make a new one. Because I feel like people's characters keep dying, and then we keep getting new characters or new cult members, but then everyone's already joined, so they just end up being random NPCs. And it'd be nice if people could just choose to make a new one. But, oh well. Like if you had an option to just let your original villager be permadead and then make a new one. That means just one more to go. We can attempt to see if we can. I don't remember what boss we were on. Did we have just one more god to kill? Are there settings that reduce the odds of folks dying of old age? I think there's settings you can change. I think there's a setting you can do that stops time from passing when you're away from your cult. I've heard of people doing that. I've seen people talk about that's how they end up with a lot of cult followers, because it really slows down the dying process. But I don't know, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that, but if there's a setting that we think would be more fun for stream, I'm willing to try it out. Maybe play Cult of the Lamb alongside Undertale. We could probably have another Cult of the Lamb stream soon, especially once I get through birthday week. Just name the new NPCs chat member too. See, I can do that, but then it doesn't feel as authentic. And I was gonna say people can't do anything with their fake cult member, but I guess I've turned off the ability to say messages anyway, so it's not like you can really control them afterwards. But then I guess you can't design them. Okay, this hand is the right orientation, right? Okay. I love when I like draw a nice hand and then I'm like, oh, I drew it backwards. The thumb is on the wrong side. Like Riaz's idea, like I did with berry. I had like 10 berries. I filled an entire crypt with berries. Honestly, we could probably do that. I think that would be more fun than just being like, oh, no one joined the raffle, so I'll just make a random NPC. We can bring people back to life. Then I gave the last one an immortality thing alongside one called Aaron. Aw, that's cute. That's sweet. At least one Bree will have eternal happiness. Do I like that hand? I feel like I need to adjust the fingers. I don't know if I want the middle two stuck together like that. It's a very shoujo anime. Actually, maybe. Maybe something more like this. Oh, I was reading chat like yeah, that would be concerning to read out of context. Is 9. I fell back into the randomizer rabbit hole. I've gotten bored of the Banjo-Kazooie one, so I moved on to Banjo-Tooie Rando, but I can't get it to work right. Oh no! That's unfortunate. It sounds like it'd be fun to play. The game crashes after entering Witchy World. Aw, that's unfortunate. Hopefully you can get it to work. Maybe if it's a problem everyone else is having, you can contact the devs. It's coming out early 2026. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Well, maybe we can try and beat the story mode. The regular story before then. Ends meet. Run away from the humdrum. Okay, I got that hand. And that hand. I feel like this one isn't giving the vibe I want it to. Maybe this one needs to be back more. You'll be here soon. Looks good. Thank you. That to look better, but I feel like it's not. I don't know, I feel like there's something off with it. Like, it's not wrong, but it's not giving the vibe I want. But you know what? It's fine. Art is doing an art? Cayenne is doing an art and co-working night tonight? Ooh, fun. Is that just in their Discord? I don't think I see them live. There was someone I was following that was playing Undertale when I started stream, but I don't think they are anymore. I knew it's Wolfie was always going to be cute. This is true. This is true. Can't draw Wolfie without Wolfie looking cute. Let's see. Well, I don't know, Trend. Y'all. Wolfie, since you're here, okay. For the talking pose, do you like this hand with the like kind of one finger up and the other finger is curled? Or, not that one. Do you like more of the open palm, all fingers up kind of pose? The Jubel is playing No Straight Roads. Yeah, I see that. If they're still going, we might raid them, but we still got like over an hour. We got open palm and one finger up. But I can also keep experimenting. I'm actually looking forward to No Straight Roads too. Yeah, I think I enjoyed the first game enough that I'm excited to see the second one. I'm glad that they were to make a second one because I don't know exactly how well the first one did. But if they're making a second one, they must have gotten enough support. I like the open palm more. Okay, we can do that one. Thank y'all. Oh, thank you for the stretch and hydrate. Weirdly, I really am. Yeah, I enjoyed the like music and style and silliness of it. And like the gameplay wasn't bad. It looks like it should be really fun, but it's just kind of there. But I'm hoping maybe in the second one they'll make the gameplay even better and then it'll be really fun. Ugh. All right, time to do a wrist stretch. Gotta get a good stretch. Also, we could play this game for Mori at some point. I've played it, but there's a route I've never played, but I feel like that route should be played after you play the main route. But maybe if I'm feeling like replaying it someday, we can play it on stream. There was just something to it, fun to watch, though playing it less ideal. Yeah, I feel that. I really like the art style and the character designs and the goofiness of it. I think the other thing is when I first tried to play it before I streamed, I think I had been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild and I switched to playing that game. And it's like going from Breath of the Wild, which they spent a long time on and had like a large team as like a main Nintendo game with like the very fine-tuned controls, and then you switch to the controls of No Straight Roads. It's like, oh, it makes it feel even worse. Not my type of gameplay, just like Deltarune. I gotcha. I like the gameplay of Deltarune. No Straight Roads throws me off a little bit more, but it's not bad. I do wonder if we should have played more of it, because I think if you re-fight the bosses and like fight them on different difficulties, I think it unlocks more lore, but I'm not entirely sure. But we'll probably at least play the second one. I'm not sure about this, but in the trailer it almost looked like they might be revealing like a third member of the band. Like they didn't draw attention to it, but they had like the silhouettes of Mayday and Zook, and then they had the silhouette of a third person. I was like, did they add someone to the band? Oh, I know this one. Mally had this song in a character playlist. Yeah, did I play this one before? I might have. This one's by Ghost. Ghost and Pals. It has a didgeridoo in it, which it might be the only Vocaloid song that has a didgeridoo in it. Mind of Mother. It has a uniqueness to it, this song. Yeah. This is a fun song. I think there's lore to it, but I don't know if Ghost has ever expanded upon the lore. I feel like one time they said they were gonna make an RPG Maker game that was gonna expand upon the lore of some of their characters, and then I don't think they ever made the game. Oh damn, I ain't heard one of those in years. Yeah. I can't think of a single other song that has a didgeridoo in it. Oh. Battle, win or lose, it's the friends you make, it's the road you choose. Actually, it kind of looks like on this hand, these fingers are fully covered, and then the other two are split fingers. Is it that way on the other hand too? Where these two fingers are fully covered? Maybe. No, it looks like they're all free on that one. Pokemon, be the best you can be and find your destiny. The power's in your head, Pokemon. Oh, what layer? Why am I on this layer? Oh, it's playing this song again. I'm not sure if all these fingers have a little thing on them. But I'm probably gonna send the sketches to Wolfie before I get onto the inking stages. So we might not ink it today. I always want to like sing along to this one in the car, and then as soon as I try to, I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of higher pitched than I realize. I'll probably make the chin go down a little bit too when they talk. If we're listening to this one, we should also listen to Static. Because those two are going to be part of a series, it seems like. What else do I want on here? What if we listen to some Deltarune music? Hmm. Okay. I queued up a bunch of Deltarune music. We have to feed into my Deltarune addiction. I feel like we probably won't get the new chapter until after June 5th, because I feel like it'd be at least a year. But who knows? Maybe Toby will surprise us and give it to us in the spring. Maybe I can be delusional for a little bit, for a lot of it. Must keep it fed until the new chapter. Exactly, exactly. We gotta stave off going insane, even though Deltarune fans are already inherently insane, as you can tell by our theories. If I couldn't think of anything else to draw today, it was going to be one of my backups too. I just draw Deltarune fan art. Even though I have many other things I should be drawing. Do I like the look of that mouth? All batshit? Listen. Jockington will be revealed as the Tale of Hell. This is true and a very real theory with lots and lots of evidence. Kingdom Hearts are getting there? Oh yeah. I'm sure all the Kingdom Hearts fans have gone insane. Though, speaking of a theory that I do think seems very likely, a lot of people are trying to figure out what the final prophecy said, the one that Susie saw and then broke. I saw a theory called Shattered Cage Theory, where the theory is that the final panel says, like, the girl will shatter the cage. Which, to me, seems like it could be likely. Especially if, like, the player needs to get, like, banished from the game at the end. I still think it's Chris who dies. Yeah, see, if Shattered Cage Theory is true, where it says the girl must shatter the cage, that would make it sound like Chris has to die. It could also explain why, like, Rouse keeps commenting on how nice Susie is, because if he believes she's the girl and the girl has to shatter the cage, he'd be like, well, she's probably not a nice person, but she is. And Susie's all like, well, I wouldn't let that happen, and Chris wouldn't let that happen, and you wouldn't let that happen, Rouse. But, like, what if Chris would let it happen? Because Chris is working with Carol and maybe the Knight. What if Chris has to let it happen to fulfill their promise, you know? And I think it also works with, like, the weird route. Because, you know, there's the whole debate about whether or not the girl in the prophecy is Noelle or Susie. And it's like, if Noelle becomes the girl in the weird route, then I feel like it could also make sense for her to shatter the cage at some point. Especially with the theory that we might be trying to take over Noelle as our new vessel. Did you say Errol instead of Carol? Did I? I'm pretty sure I said Carol, but maybe I didn't. Anyway, Errol is the true villain of Deltarune. They're manipulating Chris into doing their dark bidding. This is true in canon. Toby Fox himself told me. Errol, how could you do this? No, make a better vessel. Yeah, see, Noelle... Excuse me. Noelle is, like, more compliant. She's a bit more of, like, a doormat. So if you want to be an evil player and be like, I need, whoever is most agreeable, she would work. Some people think that when we put the thorn ring back in her, and there was that, like, red dot with all the cracks that grew from it, some people are like, oh, what if we're growing a new soul inside her? Which I don't know how that would work. But maybe. Errol would make a great villain. She might. I thought I heard Carol. I feel like I said Carol, but part of it could have gotten cut off by the mic. But maybe I did just say Errol. Who knows? No one will ever know. It's not like I have VODs of my stream. The weird route makes me uncomfy. I think it's supposed to make you uncomfy, because you're being a very bad person when you play the weird route. Which is why originally I wasn't going to do it, and then I was like, well, what if I did? What if I do anyway? Maybe the mouth looks a little too low. Maybe that's what's throwing me off. Anyway. Exactly. Exactly. Alright, let me draw through these things here. Oh, and the ad break again. I am curious when the Chapter 4 merch will come out. I mean, they still haven't... Some of the Chapter 3 merch is still, like, in the pre-order stage. Or the coming soon stage. So who knows when Chapter 4 merch will come out. But I imagine before Chapter 5 releases. But who knows? Yes, the evil playthroughs can be uncomfortable and upsetting. Yes, that's why they're called the evil playthroughs. They're not supposed to be comfortable. But they are. It is very interesting. And it does make me very curious where the story's going. Especially since Toby has always been like, the game has one ending. And it's like, is that going to end up being subverted? Or is it that no matter what route you play, the ending will be the same? Which would be very interesting to have these two very different routes with the same ending. And like, what would the different implications be? You get a lot of story info. Yeah, there's like extra info and context you get only playing the weird route. And like if you play the genocide route in Undertale, like you get most of the story on the pacifist route. But there is like some additional information that you only get on the genocide route. It does make me very curious where Sans' part in the story is gonna go. Because in Undertale, his story was kind of the only one that felt somewhat unfinished. And like, especially in the genocide route, he brings up a lot of things that don't get fully explained, and you're like, I'm sorry? What are you talking about? Which is why some people think that the Sans in Undertale is the exact same Sans as the one in Deltarune. Like, he was originally from Deltarune, and now he's in Undertale. So maybe Deltarune will finally explain what the hell he was talking about. Do. Would this finger be behind the head? I feel like it kind of would, but maybe I just need to change it a little bit too. Maybe I don't like how it's sticking out like that. Maybe it should be more like this. You learn some things you wouldn't otherwise know without the evil routes. Yeah. Still debating whether or not we'd ever play the genocide route of Undertale on stream. I'm not against it, I just think I don't know if it would be as entertaining as people think, because the genocide route is a little bit of a drag. It requires a lot of grinding and dying over and over to the really hard bosses. But maybe. It'd be fun to do it for at least the lore. Although if we do the genocide route, I feel like that the pacifist route we're going to play on the Switch version, so we can get the extra secret boss. But if we did genocide, I might do it on my Steam version. Mainly because I think I do find it a little easier to play on the keyboard. So I think I'd have a slightly easier time fighting the bosses with the keyboard. I guess, to phrase it more accurately, I'd have a worse time fighting them on the Switch. Because no matter what console you play on, it's going to be a bad time. You'll be called, you're the streamer. That's true. It is my stream. And it is my rules. And if I want to grab everybody and make them all eat bombs, I'm allowed to do that, and you can't stop me. Because it's my stream. Damn straight princess. Oh, it sounds like somebody wants even more snacks. Oh, yummy, yum, yum. Yummy in my tummy. Enjoy. It's like I kind of do for the lore implications and also to try fighting them again, but also, God, those bosses killed me. And I did not beat the Roaring Knight on stream. I had to do it off stream. So, who knows? We'll see. We'll see how I feel after we do the regular route of Undertale. Okay, is there anything else? I feel like this arm needs to be a little thicker down here. My cookie! I forgot my cookie once again. Oh my god, Rudessa, how'd you know I was shrimping? Kinda need to shrimp a little bit to lean over the Cintiq. I feel like the bead things are a little different on this reference and this reference. Well, I will draw them away. And then if Wolfie wants them a little different, she'll let me know when I send her the sketches. And this one, we'll put little beads. It looks like it's got a little something there. We'll just put like a little one here for now. I think I need to get the piano music books for these games. Even though I have other piano music books that I have barely learned any songs from. But who says you can't hoard piano sheet music books and just dream about playing the songs one day? I have the Undertale concept art book, and I'm pretty sure it came with a little booklet with a couple of simple versions of some of the songs. But I'm not sure where that book went, because it came inside of the concept art book, but it's not inside mine anymore. And I feel like I probably took it out to put it near my piano, and then we moved, and now I'm like, I don't know where it is. I feel like I'm missing some of my sheet music. So I'm like, I don't know where it is, or if it got thrown out. And some of it's just stuff I printed off the internet, but I would like my little Undertale music booklet, please. Ten's valid here. Yeah, I love that book. Yeah, I love the little concept art book. I really hope... I'm excited to see one for Deltarune one day. Not that they've ever confirmed that they would do that, but I imagine they would. But it'll, you know, it'd probably take a long time. They gotta finish the game first, and then make the book. And when they talk, these will light up. These will light up. Possibly some other things too. Okay. Let me fix that. I also really hope that they do like an orchestra live show of the OST someday, like they've done with Undertale. The only thing is Deltarune obviously has like way more music than Undertale, I think each chapter of Deltarune has like almost as much music as the entirety of Undertale. So I think if they did an orchestra, a live orchestra version of it, they probably wouldn't be able to play every single song like they would with Undertale. But as long as they play all the ones I like, then it's fine. Love that the ears and tail glow. Yeah, it's cool. I could put a little bit of the tail here if they wanted. I don't know if they want that, but I can make a note. I will ask. They would want that, yes please. Oh, you're still here. Okay, good. I can add a little bit of the tail. You know, it can flip flop a little bit when you talk. So maybe when you're not talking it's like that, and then when you are talking it's like this. Was the thought if the tail should pop up when talking. Oh yeah, I like the flip-flopping. Yeah, I think it'd be cute. Hopefully it reads as a tail to people. Unless people, I guess if someone is not familiar with the design, they might just be like, what's that thing flip-flopping on your shoulder? But you know what, maybe if we add like a little bit, make it look a tiny bit furry. Okay. Yes, a small floof. Yeah. I think that'll look good. Okay. I think I just heard my dad sneeze in the very distance. He's got one of those dad sneezes where it sounds like he's yelling. Oh, let me flip this to make sure it's looking good. I feel like I need to... That's not what I wanted. I feel like I need to adjust the ears a little bit because I feel like they're not quite centered well. Like this one feels like it's over here and this one feels like it's getting into the middle of the head. Let me take this. Move it over a bit. Does he move to... Hello? Does he need to move down? I have a dad sneeze. Most are very loud, hence why I race to mute the mic when I feel uncomfortable. I feel like when I sneeze, to me it feels like I'm doing a dad sneeze, but I don't know how it feels to other people. It probably just sounds louder and deeper to me because I'm the one doing it. I feel like something's off. Does it need to come down, maybe? I don't know. I would scare folks in class when I sneeze. That's funny. And outrageous things with a mummy. Can't wait to see the glowing. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm trying to decide if we should be able to see more of this, or if this has turned too much. The sun. I do like this movie, The Emperor's New Groove, and how it turned out, but I do sometimes wonder what it would have been like if they did finish the musical version, The Kingdom of the Sun. I bet somewhere in the Disney vault there is like the animatic version of The Kingdom of the Sun, and maybe one day I will break in and watch it. Would like to see this version be made. Yeah, I'm so curious. Like, I know I've read that, like, when they were working on it, I think, and then showed it to, like, test audiences, it wasn't doing well. And, like, I guess they were saying it felt like there was too much in it, but then when they took stuff out, it got boring, which is why they completely remade it. But I really want to know. Because I don't know. Maybe it would have been pretty decent. Or maybe I'd watch it and be like, yeah, I can see why they scrapped it. But also, this song slaps. So I'm gonna make sure this is big enough before I start any line work. But maybe I want a little room for the glow. Well, honestly, if I have to make the canvas a little bit bigger, that's fine. Yeah. Honestly, I think we all just want to see this song get an animation. An animation. I can talk. Yeah, I know. I think there are some animation tests of it out there. Like a few couple parts of it animated. With maybe some animatic parts to it. But yeah, I would love to see the whole thing animated. probably put this hand in a completely separate layer. Oh. Hmm. This hand look a little too long. Maybe. Do this to myself. This is one of my favorite Porter Robinson songs. I shouldn't do this to myself. You know what Kenshi song I want to listen to? I have another one by him I'd like to listen to. Let me see. Here we go. Anata flamingo. I think Kenshi is like coming out with a new song with Utada Hikaru. I've seen pictures of him and then mentions of Utada Hikaru, but I didn't see a new song on Spotify. So either maybe it's out on YouTube but not Spotify yet, or maybe it's coming out in general. I'm not sure. Fla, 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 flamingo. I'll leave that there for now. I think these ones have the little paw pads on them. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, thank you for the stretch and hydrate, Changeling. I was just thinking I could use some water. Alright. We gotta take a break and take a little stretch. Has work been saved recently? It has not been saved in forever. Thank you. We gotta do the clap part. Alright. Wolfie looking so cute. I'm glad. I do think it's turning out well. Oh, gotta get a good wrist stretch. Already. We got half an hour left. If anyone wants any music recommendations, better get them in soon. Blah, blah, blah. Oteko Euku. He's saying Eiku, but it kind of sounds like he's saying Yuku instead. It's always confused me. Wonderwall by Oasis. Alright. You asked for it. It's coming up. Do I want any other Kenshi songs? The answer is yes. I always want more Kenshi. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. What album is Fluoride on? Was it put on an album? Maybe it's just a single. Or is it called Flower Wall? No, I think he has a song called Fluorite. Okay. You're my Wonderwall. I know this song very well. I know all the lyrics. Ah, don't go flying. Pictures of You by The Cure. Pictures of You. Something relating to Spider-Man popped up very briefly as I was typing that in. You're my Wonderwall. My cookie. I did queue up a bunch of Kenshi songs before your suggestion. No, I just queued up. Wow, I can't talk. Queued up 2. So we'll have time to play. This is why you don't talk with food in your mouth. Sukunakunari kirai na koto ga takusan fueta. I have something else I can add. Should I have the neck there too? That's probably fine. Let's draw this strap. Jibun no koto, kimi no koto, jibun no koto. Does this make sense, the way I'm drawing this on here? Someday I'll give in and I'll sing the entirety of this song on stream. But today is not that day. Yurushite hoshii. Does it even make sense for it to be like that? I feel like that doesn't make sense. I just need to draw it like that. I swear Kenshi has a song called Fluorite, but I can't find it on Spotify right now. I have to go to YouTube. Let me see. Let me confirm I'm not crazy and the song exists. Fluorite, Kenshi. Yeah, it exists. Fluorite. Let me try that. Fluorite. this just one just not on Spotify? That's so rude. Alright, whatever. I'll delve into that mystery later. I listened to that song forever. That's a good song. I think I only know one song by The Cure, and I think it's like a creepier song. Hmm. Okay, there's a little clip on here. be about here. My cookie. Will be the final bite of my cookie. I'll finally finish it. I love taking 3 hours to eat a cookie. Sounds healthy, actually. Oh, changeling. If only you could see the many bags of candy that I also have on my desk. Only because I stole half of it. Yeah, but then I stole it back and threw you in prison. See, over on this one, the straps are black on the sleeves. Snack? Would you like a snack? Are you guys hungry? Would you like a snack? I can share some snacks with you. Is that what you'd like? Have some snacks. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So tasty and delicious. No snacks for jail. That's so sad. So sad that the criminals do not get snacks. Yummy, delicious. What was I doing over here? Hi, Lily Lan. I think one of the sheet music books I have has this song in it. But every time I try to start learning another song from those books, I'm like, oh, this is complicated. And this one's fast. The only one I've actually learned is 11 Fever. I started Santa Maria, which is a slower one, and even then, I'm struggling. I like how that looks. Speaking of Santa Maria, we should put it in the playlist. Master piano stream for 160. I feel like I need to get back into playing piano so I'd have more things to play. Otherwise you just hear me very clumsily try to learn a song. I also don't know the best way I would record it. Also, I stream at night. So if I'm playing out loud, my family would probably come knocking and be like, why are you playing the piano at midnight? What are you doing? Maybe I should make the shapes look more like that. Oh, I can adjust it later. So what I'm hearing is I'm soundproofing your room. Oh no. Wolfie's gonna break in my house, soundproof my entire room. I sneak in and you wake up to see it done. My parents are gonna walk in eventually and be like, what the fuck did you do to your room? Part of me is like, maybe I should take piano lessons again. But then I have to find a teacher. And then I'd have to figure out what day to go. And then it'd probably interfere with my stream schedule, and then I would get annoyed. Aster wakes up to see Wolfie stalking her room. Listen, she's just leaving me a special present. A special present of soundproof room. When your room is soundproof, it's easier to get away with murder, because no one can hear you scream. Oh, Santa Maria. I'm dying. Murder tools. Would you hate that though? Being murdered? Nah, I guess that'd be fine. Especially if I got murdered in a really cool way. So go ahead. I'll embrace it. Ano hikari no hoe. No, the soundproofing? No, I'm pretty sure you're talking about the murder part. I would know. I know these things. You're not allowed to be, though? I'm not allowed to be murdered? It's illegal? Wow, thank you for making it illegal. Now I will never be murdered. And now I can continue to spout stupid Deltarune theories on the internet. I'd murder with you, bestie. Aw, you be my murder buddy. We go murder people together. That's so sweet. Speaking of murdering people together, we gotta watch more The Summer Hikaru Died. I've been thinking about it again. I'm looking forward to watching more. Okay, I gotta decide here what is on top of here, because here it's going underneath. So I feel like here it's gotta go underneath too. Kanashisa. Konjiki no Sahiga. We talked about that show Mothwing stream today. Oh yeah? Is Mothwing watching it? I'm waiting for the next chapter to update on the manga. But I'm also excited to watch the anime, because I don't remember all the early stuff. I need to see more. It's so fruity, nobody can convince me otherwise. It is. Like, will their relationship be able to be defined by regular human definitions? Maybe not. But is it gay? Yeah. In some sense of the word, yeah. Yeah, apparently the creator said the guys are just bros. Apparently men in Eastern countries are just bros like that. Did they say they're just bros? I'm pretty sure the author... I know sometimes it's hard to fully understand because things get translated and then mistranslated. I think originally the author was going to call it a BL, and then they took the BL off because they're focusing more on the horror. But I think they have confirmed that, like, obviously there's queer elements, and like Yoshiki is canonically gay. Like, regardless of how you view his relationship with Hikaru, he is gay. And then Hikaru, as like a monster, he might not necessarily feel the same feelings that humans do. He might not be able to feel romantic and sexual feelings, but he has his own sort of feelings. And he's definitely obsessed with Yoshiki in a non-platonic way. A way that's more than platonic, we'll say. I'm not sure my heart I ship them. I do ship them, but I also understand it's probably going to be one of those relationships where, like, you can't define it by regular human terms, but it's definitely not just bros. It's more than that. I know I've seen some people refer to them as queer platonic, because I think the author has kind of brought up that Hikaru can be read as like Ero Ace. That's super fair. Yeah, I mean, I would like them to kiss, but also whatever the hell they've got going on right now is already gayer than gay, so. I'm just like going over things again. What should I... Maybe we can have the scene here. Little Frosty? What did Frosty say? In the dim glow of Aster Magicia's canvas, a dance of emotes waltzed through the chat. Changeling Wizard and Ash Valentine twirling in a digital tango. Aw, you two are dancing together? That's so cute. Moobot's whispers lured souls to blue sky and discord alleys. Meanwhile, I Am Silent Wolf plotted a soundproof caper with Ash Valentine as the accomplice in crime, or was it art? Aster's World? A masterpiece of mischief and camaraderie. Well, that last part's true. That is true. I seek you. Put this on the list of songs I like to listen to when if I want to cry. I feel like maybe I need to go over these headphones again, but I'll probably do that later. Are we out of the ad break? I can always tell. I'm sorry, homies, but the Eeps called me. Esther, thank you so much for working on this. It's amazing far. Thank you. I think we're actually going to end now. I think we're out of the ad break. And it is time to end. So I'll probably do that. And I will send you what I got so far so you can analyze it and let me know if there's any details I got wrong. Why is Aster's art always dim? It's dim. So good night, Wolfie. We'll see you later. My art's dim? Does it look dim? I forgot what I was doing. We're gonna raid somebody. That's what we're gonna do. I have one more stream this week. It's going to be Thursday at 9 p.m. EST. We're gonna be doing a peak collab with Wolfie and Cayenne. It'll be really fun. Frosty always says you have dim lights. Oh, in the dim corners of Astro Magic's chat. But this time it says the dim glow of my canvas. I gotcha. I think that's just Frosty being dramatic. I do like to keep it dim in my room, but not when I'm streaming because I need it to be bright to capture my face. But yeah, Thursday peak collab stream. It should be really fun. And then hopefully next week we can do birthday collab stream and maybe birthday Pokemon art stream. But we'll see. I'll let you know. Anyway, we should raid somebody. It looks like the Jabel is still going. Let me see how long they've been streaming just to make sure they're not like about to end. I think it looks like they might still be going. So we will go raid them. Raid the Jabel. I don't think this has to be case sensitive, does it? I hope not. Okay, good. Alright, everybody. I will see you later. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I hope to see you sometime later on stream or in the Discord. See you later. Bye-bye. Farewell. Ah.